I'm going to talk about Medicare Disability and the choices that you're going to have if you're entering into Medicare Disability. So if you've been on Social Security Disability for 2 years, you'll now become eligible for Medicare. So I'm going to show you what you need to understand, and I'll also show you where to find the help that you need. So stay tuned. Okay, let's talk about Medicare Disability. And this can be a challenging topic if you're on Social Security and you're going to become eligible for Medicare to figure out exactly what you need to do. So I'm going to help you understand the choices you're going to have. I'm going to show you where you can go get help and take care of everything that you need to take care of when you're coming into Medicare under disability. So I'm Keith Armbrecht. I'm founder of Medicare on Video, and I help people across the country with their Medicare choices. Now, I deal with the 65 and older crew that's coming into Medicare, so I don't actually do Medicare Disability, but I get calls all the time, and I absolutely want to help. So I'm going to show you what you need to know, and I'm also going to show you where you can find help. So when you're talking about Medicare Disability, it runs pretty much off of Social Security. And this is the brochure that's put out by Social Security that explains disability benefits. And if you're on Social Security Disability, you absolutely should have this guide that tells you exactly the things that you need to know. So if you don't have this, you can get it right on my website. You can download it right now. So if you go to MedicareOnVideo.com, up in the left-hand corner, there's going to be a resource center. If you hover over that, it's going to drop down, and you want to go into guides and forms. And I have a tremendous amount of information on my website, but when you get into guides and forms, the easiest way to find this is under category, check Social Security, and it'll bring you everything that I have that relates to Social Security. So you can see the disability guide is right here. You click on it, it'll download on your iPad or your computer or whatever you want to be, and you'll have it now and going forward. So a great resource to have. So when you're looking at this guide, you can see it pretty much covers all topics of Social Security Disability. And what we're going to talk about right now is Medicare Disability. So that's the part that I specialize in, is Medicare. So I want to give you the things that you need to know about Medicare and how they relate to your disability. So the question here is, when do I get Medicare? And fortunately, one of the few times, it's a very simple answer. So you can see right here, you become eligible for Medicare once you have been on Social Security Disability for 2 years. So once you've been on for 2 years, you then become Medicare eligible. Now, I've also seen this where you may have had a disability claim that was backdated. So in other words, you filed at a certain time and then they backdated it 6 months or maybe even longer than that. It's going to be 2 years from the time that it started, backdated or not. So it just depends on when it shows you started your Social Security that you then become eligible for Medicare. Now, it's important to understand that timeline because it gives you certain rights when you come into Medicare on things that you can pick without them saying no. Now, why is this such a challenging topic? And it's quite simple. With Medicare Disability, insurance companies really don't want you as a client because you probably have a current existing medical condition. So insurance carriers don't really want Medicare Disability clients. So we have to do everything that we need to do to make sure it goes correctly. So we got to dot all our I's, cross all our T's, make sure we do it properly, and then they can't say no. So we absolutely need to do it in the correct fashion. So there's things you need to understand about how Medicare works, and it can be a little complicated if you're brand new to Medicare. So there are 4 parts. There's really 5 parts, but it shows 4 parts. So there's Medicare Part A, Medicare Part B, Part C, Part D, and then of course there are Medicare supplements. So the difficulty with this is, and especially on disability, it varies greatly by state. And not only by state, it can vary by zip code. So your choices on where you're located can be completely different than if you were in a different part of the country. So it's important to have somebody that knows your market, where you are, what's available, and what is the best value for you. Because again, if you have a current existing medical condition, you want to have access to the best medical care. And Medicare absolutely can give you that. So we want to make sure we get it right. So I've tried to make it easy to get somebody to be able to help you to do this. So I've created a website where if you just go to MedicareDisabilityHelp.com, Simply put in your name, your phone number, your email address, basic information, and you will have a call from a licensed representative that knows what's available in your area. They can tell you exactly what you should do, how you should do it, and they will literally walk you through it, holding you hand by hand. So it works out very well to get it done correctly. And that is the most important part, is we want to get this done correctly. So simply visit MedicareDisabilityHelp.com, fill out the form, and you'll receive help usually within 24 hours. Now, something very important to remember, if you're going on to Medicare Disability and you're in your early 60s or 62 or 64, when you turn 65, your clock resets. You can come back into Medicare. So whatever you've gotten into on the Medicare Disability side, when you turn 65, you have a brand new open window to reassess. And if you want something else, again, they can't say no at that point. And your cost will also likely go down. So make sure that when you turn 65, that you contact me. You can send me an email, you can call me, whatever you want to do. Go to my website, fill out the form. Very easy to do, but we want to reset it when you turn 65, because it's a major difference in how the benefits are structured. So keep that in mind when you turn 65. So now just go to MedicareDisabilityHelp.com, fill out the form. We'll have somebody give you a call. We'll walk you right through it, and we'll get your Medicare set up, all the pieces in the right places, and find the best value for you. So I hope you found this helpful, and I certainly hope you have a fantastic day.